Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Media Files. Today, we have ourselves a big, major PS3 update. Yeah. I decided to go and do a little shopping, and, well, what can we say? You know, you hit the thrift stores, or you hit Goodwill, or you hit the disc replay. Sometimes you just get some good deals, right? And let's just say that everything we're going to cover here is all on the PS3, plus as a bonus, I got one PS4 game, one that I've been trying to hunt down for a while. Just kind of waited until it went down to cheap enough to where I was like, man, it's good enough price for me to get it. All right, so first off, let's just start, with whatever's on top. What can we say? I guess he likes it on top. Yeah. Anyways, so here we have a game that I've not played yet, but God, they need to do something about it. They need to bring him back for at least the PS4 round, at least, or something. But anyways, so here we are. You know, you got a guy who's basically a big buff badass wearing a red tank top and jeans, smokes a cigar, has his hair spiked up like Schwarzenegger or Wesker from the early Resident Evil days. And of course, what can we say? He blows the shit out of aliens, and he gets the ladies. Am I right? Of course, what can we say? We have Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun, and, what can we say? I don't think I've ever really played any of the Duke Nukem games, so this might actually be a first for me. But yet, I know of the games. I just never actually played any. Alrighty. So up next, we have, a game from LucasArts. Yeah. Now, mind you, this is a game that is not Star Wars related. Yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. Something kind of original. And all I know is that it's set in the future, and apparently you can do a whole bunch of really cool stuff with like your weapons and your cybernetically enhanced and all that. It sounded kind of cool and whatnot. So here we have Fracture. Yeah, this game actually sounded pretty cool. I think I got this one for free, which is awesome. So I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, part of the usually, disc replay, if you buy 5 games, you get one free, and it doesn't matter which one. But anyways, depending on, obviously, expensive to cheapest, obviously, you'll get free. But, alright, so up next, we have one from Sega. Yeah, Sega! What can we say? It's been a long time since I have played any of these games, and of course, I remember when the original game came out, and it was very, very blocky for its 3D technology at the time, but hey, what can we say? It was the 90s, man. Yeah, I think the last time I ever played this game, I think was on the PlayStation 2, and that was, like, ages ago. So here we have Virtua Fighter 5. Yeah, I need to get back on my fighting games. It's been forever. Yeah, of course, we can all play Mortal Kombat and, of course, others. But, of course, I still want to play. I still need to get Tekken 7. I have Tekken 6. And, actually, I think it's also Tekken 5 I need to get. But anyways, Virtua Fighter 5. I think they're on number 7 by now. I don't know. But, yeah, what can we say? That'll be awesome. All right, then up next we have one from Square Enix, which is not Final Fantasy based, or Hitman based, but it sounded pretty cool. And when I was looking at the store that I was at, a little mom and pop stop place I like to go to every now and then, it was the only one on the shelf, and I'm like, you know what? Something tells me I better grab this. And mind you, it was only $5. So I'm like, that's not bad at all. It's kind of sad that this game technically takes place roughly about 8 years from now. But maybe 7. According to this, it takes place in the year 2031. Hack or be hacked. Yeah, it sounded interesting. So here we have Mindjack. Yeah, I've never heard of this game. All I know is that it has Square Enix on it, so I'm like, well, the story might be pretty good, and we all know, of course, that the, in-game cutscenes are always great there at Square, so we'll see how awesome that is. Hopefully it lives up to the Tomb Raider style of graphics, but we'll see. Alrighty, so let's move on to, how about a racing game? Yeah, now I have some racing games, but not a whole lot. There's several that I want to get, but they're kind of pricey. For example, like I would love to get the MotorStorm series, specifically Pacific Rift, but I can't find it for some more awkward reasons. But this game, though, of course, I remember playing this game when it first came out on the PC many, many years ago. Of course, I had the second game, and then I kind of stopped playing it for a long time. And then, out of nowhere, I was browsing YouTube way back in my college days. Yeah, I feel old. That, of course, we have legendary producer, director Michael Bay is doing a video game. He's not doing a video game. He is helping EA promote the game with an awesome trailer. So, what game is that? It is, of course, Need for Speed: The Run. Yeah, now this is the only time I guess you get out of the car, from what I understand. But it just looks like a lot of fun. And of course, I've watched the trailer and I've watched the behind the scenes of that little making of trailer, which is so cool. And, I've seen the movie. The movie's actually not bad, But just how imagine, though, if Need for Speed actually was directed by Michael Bay. That'd be kind of awesome, right? But yeah, this game looks like a lot of fun. And what can we say? I need to get more Need for Speed. Because I know I bought one on the PS4 store for I think it was Heat, for $250 or something. It was dirt cheap for a couple of hours. I'm like, sweet. So let's go from that into, how about some first-person shooters? Yeah. Now, I do have this first game, but it's not on the PS3. The first game came out on the PS2, and that was awesome for its heyday, and I was like, surely to God, these guys must have watched, the anime Junro, the Wolf Brigade, for some sort of inspiration for the armor design a little bit. But what can we say, though? That first game was so awesome. I have no idea why I never got around to the sequels. Well, guess what? So many years later, I finally have the sequels. Yeah, we got Killzone 2. I've seen video of this, and it just looks amazing. I mean, it just looks so much cool. Alrighty, then we got, had Killzone 2. I also picked up Killzone 3. Yeah, so now I have the entire trilogy. And I do have Shadowfall, which is on the PS4. Now, I know there is a Killzone Trilogy HD collection. Basically, from what I understand, is that basically the HD collection is basically just these two games. And no differences, only that the first game has been slightly graphically updated a little bit. And that's basically about it. But, yeah. What can we say? Then up next, we have a game from the Army of Two series. I've not played it, but I'm like, disc replay. I think they wanted $12 for this, and I got it for $5 at a mom and pop store. Yeah. So here we have the Overkill edition, which is basically just, your typical hype for marketing. We have Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. And I remember there was a YouTube channel. I can't remember what the name of it is. Might have been Corridor Digital. But I think they or someone else did an Army of Two short. And that was really cool. And so that kind of got me hooked on maybe trying to hunt down the game. And I found this. And I know that there is 2 more in the series. Of course, Army of Two and the 40th Day, I believe, is what it's called. But yeah. So up next, we got one from Capcom. Now, this game looks awesome, and I know that the official sequel is coming out soon. I think it's for the PS5, I think. Hopefully it comes out of the PS4. I don't know. But this game just sounded cool, and I know that there is a second game on the PS3. It's called Dark Rising or something like that. But anyways, we have Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, this looks awesome, and of course, well, it's Capcom. Of course, it's not. It's not Devil. Hopefully, it looks like Lord of the Rings meets Devil May Cry as far as that type of hack and slash type of play. But I don't know. We will see. The game looks awesome. All right, then up next we have a game from the Battlefield series. Yeah, now I have Battlefield 3 and 4, but I didn't have any of the other ones. Well, I managed to find the Ultimate Edition of Battlefield 2, or rather in this case, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Yeah, they got rid of Bad Company after when they went to the third one, so there we go. But what's cool about this though, is that the Ultimate Edition also does include the 1943 game as well, and which is really cool and has a whole bunch of literally has everything. So there you go. Alrighty, then up next we have a couple of games from the Far Cry series. Yeah, I'm aware of the game and I'm aware of the ending of this first game. Pretty controversial for what it is, and definitely a game not for the kiddies. Yeah, I'm of course talking about Far Cry 3. But yeah, I know this game is nuts, it's weird, and it's just insane. And it gets a little wonky there at the end. But, what can we say? I've never played any of them. I know I want to get the companion of this, which is in that multi-pack set, which features 2, of course 3, but the one, of course, I'm talking about is, of course, the 80s, inspired game Blood Dragon, but that's the only way you can actually play it on physical media. And then, well, I also managed to pick up Far Cry 4, which is the limited edition, or so the front says, but let's see here. Yeah. We'll see what all is actually inside it whenever I play it, but what can we say? It looks like a lot of fun, and obviously you can listen to the 4th game of the series. Now they're on to 6, so I guess I need to pick up Far Cry 5. Of course, try to find Far Cry Classic. That'll be fun if I can ever find that. Yeah. So then up next, I was kind of doing some digging, and these games got recommended, of course, by YouTubers Metal Jesus and, of course, Radical Reggie. If you guys ever watch this, shout out to you guys. Can't recommend you guys enough, or shall I say thank you enough, because, well, if it wasn't for me watching your guys' channel, I probably wouldn't hunt down some of these games and get them while they're cheap. So anyways, they had recommended, can't remember what game, it was one of them. But here we have a really awesome game from Bandai, titled Dark Souls. Yeah, and I know this game is really, really popular. I think they're up to the 3rd game, I think, by now. I don't know. But yeah, looks like a lot of fun. And of course, I also grabbed the sequel, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I don't know anything about these. All I know is that it looks like an RPG set in like medieval night, or looks like Lord of the Rings type, kind of. But, I don't know. Looks like a lot of fun. Alrighty, and then the last game for the PS3. This just sounded cool. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it looks like an RPG of some sort, but, what can we say? It's awesome. It looks awesome. But here we have Bound by Flame. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. The title is just what kind of grabbed me, which I'm like, to be honest, I'm like, that's cool. Sounds awesome. And finally, the PS4 game. Now, I've been wanting this game, ever since it was announced. Just the title alone intrigued me, and I was like, ooh, what's that game going to be about? Of course, so many years later at the time, then they have, actor Josh Duhamel actually starts showing up in commercials for this game. I'm like, dude, is this a movie or is this a game? And lo and behold, it's a game, and it's kind of somewhat of a kind of like a pseudo sequel, like predecessor to the Dead Space games. I come to find out that it's a lot of the same crew who worked on the Dead Space games, the original ones, worked on this game. So I'm like, dude, sweet. It sounds awesome. Of course, talking about the Callisto Protocol. Yeah, I got the day one edition, and yeah, it's just stuff to try to grab you. But I almost bought. Now the funny thing is, I almost bought this at Walmart. What was it, like last week or something? They had it sitting in their clearance section for like $20, and I found this at Disc Replay for $8. What price do you think I'm gonna pay? I think I'll go with $8 instead. Yeah. But what can we say, though? This looks like a lot of fun, and I really need to get on the Dead Space games. Good Lord. I really need to, because I really, really want to play that remake of Dead Space. It looks awesome. Alrighty, well, that does it for me to you for this time around. What can we say? Got a big pile of stuff to go through. What can we say? If you want any of these games, hunt them down. It's kind of harder. Sometimes it's just getting harder to find some of these titles and whatnot. But if you can find them on the cheap, grab them. Because, what can we say? Stuff only goes up. Because I know, what was it? Yeah, yesterday, I came across both, what was it? Spider-Man Web of Shadows and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions on the PS3 at Disc Replay. Almost $100 a piece. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should have bought those games way back in the day, right? Yeah. Alrighty, well, that does it for me to you for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you. See ya.